Alright, well, we just completed the last achievement, which was the boom achievement, and it took a bit of time. I didn't expect to, at the end of the game, have to go through it, you know, 5 or 6 times in a fort, but we did it. And that was the last thing we had to do for Completionists. I had a lot of fun playing this game. It was just as much fun, I would say, as Odyssey. I think Odyssey's a bit bigger, but this one was also an incredible experience. I want to now talk a little bit about the playthrough, go through the completionist list, and maybe what's next. Yeah, I think compared to Odyssey, Odyssey I did a completionist as well, and it took a lot longer. This one was much shorter, but I think the content was just as deep. The items I did for Completionists, in this game specifically, and it's generally the same for Odyssey as well, I went for all achievements, which got me through most of the game, right? That took me through most of the things, such as all locations, which is one of the completionist items I had. There was also all quests. I will say I did not do Reda's daily events, or daily quests. You know, sometimes they're short, sometimes they're a little longer, but since they're recurring, I didn't feel a real need to go through them. I did do all the elephants. I have all the character upgrades as well. Here, we'll go through these just to show. All the upgrades at the bottom, I have all those. I have all locations because I have the achievements, so I won't go through every location here, but, you know, the last quest markers you can see here are Reda's. I did all the elephants, which is also involved in all locations there. You know, there's one up there. There's, I think, one all the way down here somewhere. Another one, but up here somewhere. I can't remember where the fourth one was. All character upgrades, all quests. The only thing left are, you know, the trials, which are weekly, but I do have all the gear from the trials. Those are the Sword of the Duat and the Conductor of Souls. The two scepters are the Sekhem and the Waz scepter. I do have the two shields, which are the Tomb Protector and Amit. The bows, I have, I believe there's Jackal's Gaze and Scales of Truth, I believe. And then the last two outfits that you get along with the bows are Dark Side of the Moon and Revenge of Anubis. So I did all the quests. I did also do all Ptolemy statues. You can't track that in-game anywhere. You don't get an achievement, but I did all, I believe there was 19 of them. I did also complete all Gladiator events, because it takes a while to load both Gladiator arenas, the one in here and Crocodipolis. I am not going to load into those, but I did complete all of them and the elite ones. And, you know, just because this is a completionist run, I did complete all Hippodrome races as well, the regular and elite tier. The one thing I didn't do in either are the time trials. I have nobody to compete against, and I didn't want to set, you know, like a bar for myself for competing them. The Gladiator events, the unlimited round one, I tried to get to 10 just on a first playthrough by accident, and I hit 9. So if you want to add that to the list, go for it. What else did I do? All Papyrus puzzles. There was the 25 in the base game plus the 4 extra from one of the DLCs, and then in Curse of the Pharaohs, there was these, which are basically the treasures, which are essentially papyrus. So there's the 29 total papyruses, I believe that's what that list is, and then all of these treasures, all quest items, all upgrades. Again, I have abilities. I maxed out the tree. In addition to filling out the tree, I decided to put an extra 9 points into this hunter thing, right? When you buy it, it's at 1, so I put an extra 9 into it, and an extra few into seer. The range, the hunter buff, and the seer buff came at the end. Seer specifically because of the boom achievement, but hunter because of the trials and the just gameplay in general. And then what else do I have? There's a gear. I got as much legendary gear as I could. I believe it's everything. It is the DLC stuff included, but I have as much legendary gear as I possibly can. I'll scroll through this slowly. One thing I wish I would have done is upgrade everything to level 55. I started doing this towards the end when I didn't have a lot of funds because I was spending it on the upgrades and everything else. But I wish I could have done that. That would have been a nice little project on top. Again, all the shields, I'll scroll down here. So a few shields, few weapons left to get to 55 if I wanted. The bows, here's everything again. And then the outfits, I'll scroll through these. There's there's a few legendary outfits from the events, like I described. So there's those, and then also the, just some from playing through. I tried to buy as many as I could in the different areas as well, right? The Dress of the Coastal, Northern Realm, etc. Some of these are DLC, as you can see. 4 circuits, carapace. Not sure about that. Kept the bathhouse towel. And yeah, I mean that's most of things that I went through. Horse and camel skins as well. I tried to do as much as I could. I think I got everything, but there might be a few I'm missing. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and hunt them down. And then the last thing that I did was also the discovery tours. Those took a bit of time, honestly, which I'll review just to show that I completed them all. But yeah, I mean, I think my playthrough of Origins is just about done. If I had to do anything differently, I would probably go for in each area when you get there. I went for the synchronization points, and then with the main quest, I'd probably do the side quests because they take you to a lot of the locations. And likewise, I would probably do the Papyrus puzzles, get 5 of them or 4 of them and do them all instead of waiting until the end. I think a lot of my overhead time could have been cut out during that. And the discovery tours, it's not for everybody, but it was fun. In the video about them, I say that I'm appreciative of Ubisoft for going into detail about them. And they're pretty educational, but they're just something in the game that takes some time. So yeah, I think that's it. Only thing I wanted to touch on was what's next. I have my Spyro playthroughs ongoing at this time. But in terms of Assassin's Creed, I have really enjoyed Odyssey and Origins, as I've mentioned. I know Valhalla is coming out with new DLCs and things right now, so that might be on the list. But my favorite game is Black Flag, so I may end up going back to Black Flag and doing a playthrough. I did it once on the Xbox 360, but I haven't 100%ed it on Xbox One, so that might be in our future as well. But I hope you enjoyed the series. I'll make sure to link the full playlist in the description of this YouTube video. Be sure to let me know what you liked about the playthrough, what you didn't do better, if you prefer me talking, if you prefer it silent. I'm always looking to do more of these, every minute of every playthrough, with the exception of a few things that I fast-forwarded through. It's a lot of fun to include it, so hope you enjoyed. That's going to be it for me.